What's going on, everybody? Viscount Gregor, Hawke here, and welcome to my 100 shots a day, 100 days Pell challenge. This is my day 68. So late week's pretty much over. I'm not going to be putting as much focus on it anymore. I am still going to be legging people at practice, but I'm just not going to heavily train the leg plans that I have, although I will still work them in every other practice or so, just to keep the tools sharp. Today I'm going to be working on footwork with wrap setups, and I'll likely train my left hand as well, because I didn't do that yesterday and I want to still do that. So, and it's late at night, so I apologize. I keep pushing the freaking envelope of doing this just before midnight, so it's kind of getting into a habit. That's a bad habit. So, alright, let's get going. So, wrap setups. I'm going to be doing this a lot, and during the majority of all of my wrap setups, I'm going to be following that plane right there. So I'm going to be coming in at this angle, really trying to get them to buy this movement towards this side, to get them to plant, rotate, or at least pull their leg back and try to face me at that angle. And that's why footwork is completely key, everybody. Because it's just subtle things that your opponents notice that you want them to notice, and they act to them. It's just another way to control the fight is all. So, and I like to control the fight. So, all right, let's do it. So all of these are going to pretty much be either here or here is my opener, so I can shift their defense in that direction. And really, hopefully get them to slightly turn and face me at this angle when I'm right here, so I can slide across and bury the wrap into their neck, or bury it into the belt. So let's get started. Lots of jibber jabbering, so I'm tired. I cannot explain it enough, I guess, how important it is to use these angles, everybody. Seriously. You do not want to line up in front of your pail and do this kind of stuff and practice like this without footwork, without any kind of angles, because what you're going to do is do that out there on the field, and you don't want to do that out there on the field. You really want to learn the subtle artwork of footwork, because footwork will get you so many kills. It really makes your offense shine. It really does, when you can give yourself those little angles. I mean, it makes all the difference in the world. I am not kidding. In the words of my son, it is bigly important to learn footwork. Bigly. You really do. If you want to be a really good fighter, or if you just want to up your kill count, I mean, angles. Angles is king. And if you notice, when I cover distance, I'm not doing this crap. I'm just walking naturally, like how I always walk in my day-to-day life. I've trained that for 47 years. So that's what I do. I generally don't pick a foot forward until I get to measure. And that completely determines which angle I'm going to. But until that moment, I walk like a normal person. And that's another thing I teach to people. You know, you've been walking your whole life. Just go with it. You know, footwork's footwork, but man, if you don't have to try to unravel, for me, 40-something years of how I walk, it's way more effective for me. So I just walk at you. I don't so much this. Now, if I do this, exactly what it tells my opponent, the only direction I can usually go is that way. And if I have this foot forward, the only easy way I can go is that way. Just don't give out that information too soon. Just walk up, just like you normally do. Just be worried about whatever side you're going to be on. Make sure that the opposite foot, if I want to go this way, is right here, so I can step this way. But until that moment, you just walk like a normal person. And I say that because you're good at it at this point. No matter who you are, you're good at it. Unless they throw a bunch of bananas out there. You're not ever going to think about your walking. Never. Until you start to slip and fall. That's when you think about walking. But yeah, footwork is very easy because you have trained it all your life. So just go with it. Biggest thing is just getting used to which foot forward you have at any given moment so you know which way you can go. Alright, gonna do a few more of these. I know I jabbered a lot and I want to make sure I do get my 100 in. But I need to work my left too. Left is needing the work more than the right now, honestly. Alright, a couple more passes. All right, let's do some left work because I need the left practice for sure because it's still clown shoes. I mean, it's getting a bit better, but not confident in its ability to kill people yet. And when you're not confident, don't exactly know what to do because you're thinking too much. And since I suck at my left, I'm training it very slow because I need to teach my arm technique before I teach it speed. Because if I teach it speed now, my technique's going to suck like big time. Oh, that was a bad setup, see. And the main reason it was a bad setup is because I'm still walking in this plane. I'm showing them this angle which makes them plant, force, turn and rotate in the direction of where my sword's coming. That's no bueno, and that's because I'm thinking and it's my left hand. So what I need to do is get to measure, come over here, this side, then step across. Way more effective. Super duper bigly amounts of effectiveness. And I'm going to try to remember to clear out with my guard because it's big. Because right now I don't ever use my left, very rarely. So I want to teach it good habits, not bad habits. And I certainly don't want to clear out with my shit down to the ground because that's going to get me freaking murdered. And literally, you practice on the Pell hundreds and thousands of times, and you practice doing this, just resetting after you throw some shots. Absolutely guaranteed there's going to come a moment in your fighting career where you do that. And it's going to be at the wrong freaking moment, I assure you. And I did it again. Talking and thinking. I've got to present this angle. I want them to meet me slightly. Makes that shot come in a lot easier. Way easier. And I'm still not freaking 100% of the time covering as I'm leaving. It's stupidity. Still doing it. It's just the different layers of thinking I'm having to do this with my left hand. Ah, I did it again. Now, it wouldn't have been so bad if I did this. Stabbing this hand position. Because then I can do the cut across. Alright, so let's do a little tiny bit of stationary. And when I do stationary, I generally do 2 or 3 shot combos, generally 2. And if I'm going to be landing my last shot, I'm going to be standing, so that's parallel right there, straight in front. So I'm going to be standing to the side of that. Because my pill, which is what I'm practicing, is landing on that side. So this is kind of like training in layers. You're training final position. Technically, you could just train from here, honestly. You already know you're going to get there. The only difference is that shot's going to be landing with that foot forward there. And that one's going to be like that. So I'll probably just train from here. And let me do some wraps, because that's one thing I know I'm going to suck at. So I'm not, okay, so from here, I kind of want this sword to come very low, like this, and travel up like this. This is what I'm trying to teach I got it down with my right arm. Left arm, not so much. Left arm kind of wants to do this, which makes it very easy to block. But what I need to do is bring it down low, scoop under the shield, cutting upwards. That makes that shot exceptionally hard to block. And it will get underneath the people's sheets. It really will. And scoop right underneath. Most people kind of hold them at that angle, and you'll just sweep right under. Especially with training. That wasn't good. That would have just hit the shield. That's way better, because it needs to almost come right next to my leg. Come up just like that. It's another reason why you shouldn't really use a sword that's too long. Like this is borderline for me. The tip will barely scrape the ground. That's about as long as the sword you're going to want. But yeah, if you're training your offhand or you're training something new, highly recommend you train slow. Like, not even kidding you. The slower the better. Because you need to really cement in that freaking technique And if you can do it slow, you can do it super fast. So don't let yourself fret too much about doing it with speed. Because I can assure you, I'm one of the fastest fighters out there in the known world. Especially when I'm not using the meat stick. And I didn't get that speed from training quickly. Not exactly like this speed. This is the effective speed training. Is you really fine-tune the technique. And fine-tuning your technique, that means that you can speed it up. Because your body already knows exactly how to do it. And when it knows exactly how to do it, you can make it faster and harder. Very easily. That wrap to the leg is going to take work with the left. That's the money. But yeah, if you notice, none of this stuff. None of this. My angles when I fight people, they start out here. I start painting the picture already. The more information that I want my opponent to know that I can feed to them, the better. Perception is key. And a lot of people are not going to realize what I'm doing to them until the very last second, when they've already done everything that I wanted them to do. And the thing is it's really hard for somebody not to try to meet your angle. It really is, and I did it again. People that take parallel straight lines, those people are very easy to defeat because they will almost always try to meet you. If I'm here, they're going to try to face me. The moment they try to face me, that's it. And they basically created the opening for me. They helped because I started it, but they just finished it. All right, let's do a couple more, and I need to call it. It's late. I need to get some sleep. And I'm happy I'm working my left. Man, it's it needed. And the thing is practicing my left, I have to also think in the reverse. Like my shots need to come in the opposites as they did as a right-hander. Because if I'm facing another right-hander, the majority of my kills and hits are going to be on that side. That's going to be an amazing setup. I think most lefties use that flip to the eyes, the backhand, as a lot of their setups. All right, one more pass. I just don't want to stop, and I'm freaking tired. One more pass that doesn't suck, though. That wrap sucked, so I'm doing it again. I mean, technically it looked good. Also, technically, very easy to block. That one, way harder. Exceptionally harder to get blocked. Against shield guys, against Florentine guys, way better. Sweeping under their knee, getting underneath of it, getting in there, hitting them when they have no idea how you did it. All right. So thank you for joining me today. I will catch you next episode. Peace.